Here's a video of my snow cab I decided to build. It's the middle of October here in western Pennsylvania. And won't be long before it gets snow on the ground. Decided this year I'm going to stay a little warmer, getting older. So I built this snow cab, seen them on YouTube, and decided what the heck, I'll give it a shot. And it didn't turn out too bad. The frame I made is all 1x1 angle iron. Then I got these little 1/4 inch bolts hold it in. It's 3/8 plywood skin on there. I got a plexiglass window. This is my door slide right here. Just a simple slide mechanism to close the door. You can do it from the inside outside. The roof is 3/4 inch plywood with a metal 20 gauge metal on top of it. I painted it black, and that'll keep the water out, I'm pretty sure. Here's my front windshield. It's actually real glass from a storm window, same as the back. I had them, I figured what the heck, I might as well use them. That's windshield wiper I bought. It's from Amazon. It's a little flimsy, but for what I need it for, it should work pretty good. It's usually not raining or anything when they're doing snow, light snow. That should work. I put this piece on the front. I had a piece of plywood doing the same thing originally, but you couldn't see the front blade, and that's pretty critical when you're plowing somebody's driveway. You want to catch your grass and stuff. So I took it off and I put this plexiglass one on there. It's held on by just a couple screws. You pull them off and you can take it right off of there. So you have to, get inside to the motor for some reason. It's not 100% airtight inside, but none of them are, I don't think. I don't see how you could actually make them 100%. There's too many gauges and stuff they got to move to lift the blade and all that crap, so really can't close it off without leaving something open so something can move. These here are just mud flaps that I bought when I cut them, bent them into shape, put a couple of 1/4 inch screws in there to hold it down. See right here, the frame I made, this piece here comes down, and right here I took that step bolt out and put an angle iron across the back and up and drilled a hole in it and put that bolt back in, and that held this frame in, other than it's bolted to the fender. And then in the front there's a little bolt right here. That bolt here holds on that front plate. It keeps the motor separate from where the battery and everything is. And I just put it back in with a little bit longer of a bolt I had, and that held this front piece on. This here is the only thing in the front. This piece here holds the window in, and this frame's separate and that frame's separate. This just kind of pulls them together, and this holds the window. That's about it. That's the heater I got from Harbor Freight. It works. You turn it on, the light comes on. There's a little fan in there. You can either blow cold air or hot, depending on what you want to do. Here's that windshield wiper I got from Amazon. Company I think the company was called Speedway or something like that. But it's easy wiring. You just hook a grounded positive to it, and I ran it down. It has a switch on the back of it, but I just ran it down to these toggle switches. It's a little easier to, that way I just leave that switch on and I can turn it off and on. Here's I put a hole in the front right here so I could stick my rod. This rod here is for turning my blade. Until I get some front hydraulics fixed up someday, that'll do. It works pretty good. All you have to do is step on that pedal right there, and then just pull this in and on. That turns the blade fairly simple. Everything else come out pretty good. I mean, it's, we're making it out of wood and angle iron is a little rough, but it works pretty good. I wanted to leave these lights so I could see them, so I just kind of angled over on the corners and brought it up to nothing at the top and welded it together. It came out good. I left a little trap door right here. Take these two wing nuts out and you can drop that panel down, and if you had to get to the gas tank or whatever, but you can fill it from the other side too. I put some LED lights on the back so you can see it. This thing's awful tall. My wife says, "Why'd you make it so tall?" I said, "Well, you got to get in the thing, so when you're getting in, you're standing up. You can't, be ducking down, banging your head all the time. So that's why it's so tall. It looks, kind of like a phone booth ride down the road, but it works. So everything else, pretty pleased with. Here's a slide bolt from the outside. It's just a simple slide bolt, a little stiff until it wears in. I put paint on there, but it works. Here's a close-up of the heater. Like I say, it's just a simple on-off switch, and on the bottom is the heat and the fan, and then on top there's a light here, and the heater's here, and this is just to tell you it's on, I guess. You see a little red light in there. Like I said, you can't get them 100. You see little air gaps down there, especially down in the bottom, but you can't close it off because this has to move. And on the other side you got the same thing that's connected to that, and but it's fairly airtight, I believe, and we'll see how it works. Everything else didn't come out too bad. Alrighty. You make one, maybe you can steal some ideas. Alright, later. Bye.